We are live. This is Lifestyles with Eric, and we got Mr. Rico in the house.
Hey y'all, good
Hey,
evening.
all righty, all righty. What's going on, people? What is going on? I'm Lifestyles with Eric. Please hit that like button. Please hit the like button, the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, please consider subscribing to Lifestyles with Eric. We're here. We appreciate your opinions. That your opinion counts. Um, there's no discrimination on this channel. We think the way we think. We believe what we believe. But you are free to speak in whatever it is you want to speak on. Just keep it respectful. That's all I ask. Besides that, um, you know, whatever you don't get to say in the chat box, make sure you leave it in the comments section when we're done with the show. And again, everybody, I want you to thumbs up the video, share the video out if at all possible. Hello to everybody. Hello to all my fellow subscribers and all my good people. Hello, Miss Debbie's. Miss Debbie's in the house. Hey, Miss Debbie. How's Miss Debbie? Hey, Miss Karen Martin. What's going on, sweetheart? Miss Trey Ace of Spades is in the house. We got who is that? Lee SBHHON Knee Street. All right. Well, hello to you. Hello to you. Looks like you may be a first timer. If you're a first timer, thanks for coming in. Miss Diana Prince is in the house. What is up? We got about 10 in the house tonight. Make sure you thumbs up that video again, people. What's going on, Mr. Rico? What's happening?
It's all good. Blessed to be here.
All right. All
Blessed to
right.
be here, good brother.
All right. Audrea Gant Davis in the house tonight. All right. We got Gary, Indiana in the house. All right. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're at. All right. I don't know if you've heard of this water, but maybe I'll get a sponsorship. Looks like a can of beer, but it's called Liquid Death.
Yeah, I have.
It's only water, people, so don't be afraid of it. It's only water. Liquid Death. Pretty good. Pretty tasty. Yeah. How was your day today, brother?
Does it have a taste? Does it have a taste? I mean,
Not really, no.
okay. Maybe it's a good marketing thing.
It's weird that it's in a can because I've been walking past it like it was a can of beer.
Right.
It just looks like it's a case of beer. It don't look like a case of water. But it's better for the water to be in the aluminum cans because there's plastics that
Yeah.
byproducts and stuff go into the water, and that's not good for us to inhale. I mean, to be drinking, ingesting.
Right. Right.
But oh, I didn't know they did that. Wow. So got a few things we're going to talk about tonight. A couple things been on my mind, and I think yours too.
Yeah.
Racism on the job. I don't know if we've all experienced that maybe once or in our lives, but I'm thinking I'm going through it now, and I've been through it maybe in the past, but maybe kind of looked at it in another way. I didn't really kind of overlooked it. Now I'm kind of seeing more of what I'm doing, what I'm going through, and I don't like it. I really feel like my boss really, unfortunately, isn't doing a lot because it's not sexual, unfortunately. And I feel like if I was a lady and I was going through some sexual things with some guys at work, I believe that my voice would be heard. But I don't think he wants to rock the boat per se. I don't think he wants to touch on something that they may have not really experienced before. He's African American, but he's married to a white woman. Not that that matters, but then again, it may matter because she's white. So now I don't really feel really comfortable. Hey, Trace and Space, but I don't really feel real comfortable now, even bringing anything up to him that I feel, some racist stuff. So it's until you go through it, you don't really, you may not understand, you may not, or sometimes maybe you may not realize that's what you are going through. Sometimes we can be a little naive, or sometimes it may take a little maturity to see what's racism and what's just being an asshole.
Absolutely.
Miss Deborah Bacon, hey babe. But I don't know, Rico, what you think, man? I mean, have you experienced any racism on your job or at any job that you've been on in the past, and you maybe got it, you were able to deal with it, or got it handled, or it never got handled, you left, you went, I mean, what have you been through that?
I have, and I wouldn't say directly. I have maybe indirectly. I've probably been through it to where favoritism type of thing. My title of the job that I have, and I feel like if I was somebody of the other persuasion or something, maybe it'd get done faster, and it'd be the same title. But yeah, I have experienced it, but it wasn't directly, but it'd be indirectly. Sometimes even when they joke around, and I don't play the jokes, those racist jokes
I
either.
don't either.
So
No,
I
I
don't even know.
really don't tolerate that at all. No.
Yeah, I really don't play it. I don't because they have all the jokes as far as that. Like I don't
Right.
have any. I don't
I
have
don't
a
either.
lot. I know I'm a funny person or whatever, but I don't have a lot of white punchline
No, me either. Me either. For what?
those cliche jokes. I don't
Yeah.
have those.
Yeah.
So, even if I did, I couldn't come off the top like they do with the shit. But yeah, I experienced it, but it'd be in an indirect way, and I do know how to handle it because I will, I speak to them a man to man first. If I feel like it's a problem about it, then you know you try to address it man to man, and then it gets to the HR part, and just like you said, they don't move quickly because times is different now, and uh some of them like to hide, even some situations like that, because some of these corporations really don't want to hire minorities, but they do it. They have to do it.
Well, what they
And
consider minorities now might be a woman, it might be a gay person. I mean,
exactly,
openly
exactly,
gay person. So uh,
exactly.
I don't like
Some
to
of
be
them,
placed. I don't like to be placed in that same box as
yeah,
minorities, because we
is a
used to be.
minority, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
But that's why I put the quotations on it. See, and they would they would it just it's all starts from the top too. So and you got a lot of businesses, big business that really do not play that.
Right.
But some of them just hire people that it's just in them, and they put on this mask that, oh, I love everybody, and they still have that hatred in their heart or whatever. So yeah, and it's out there. Like some people just try to hide it, throw it up under the rug, sweep under the rug, stuff like that. I experience it sometimes when I come in the morning, and we raised to speak when you come in or you see somebody in the morning. Like, I didn't sleep with you last. That was one of them sayings. I didn't sleep with you last night, so better say good morning. That's how my mom used to say. I didn't sleep in your bed with you last night. You got to say good morning. That's manners. So sometimes I walk in, I speak to everybody. That's how I was raised. I got Southern roots from the South. We speak. We should respect, and I would say good morning and stuff like that. Sometimes I get they will say it first, but I will have to say it first mostly. And I've heard this, that you can tell a real racist that they won't acknowledge you first. You have to acknowledge them.
Right.
So by me saying good morning to them first, it's like he's gonna say it first because supremacist or wild this, and that's their other way of hiding it. See, because I ask questions from all kind of people, so that's the way. Are there? You got to acknowledge them first, type of shit. And excuse my language, but yeah, it is. It's real. It's real effed up. But
Yep.
yeah, we experience it every day, and sometimes we don't even know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't even know it. Paychecks look crazy. Uh, but this other, they had to take care of this other person, and we'll compensate you on the next one. So yeah, it exists, and it's really messed up. And I feel like if you being a business person, you shouldn't be that way. Not now, not these days. Not these
Yeah.
days.
Right.
And
True.
you have certain standards that you would put as a business person. Like whatever you do at home, don't bring it here. If you
Right.
argued with your wife last night, don't bring it here. If you
Right.
had, whatever, how many men you slept with, don't bring this. Don't bring it to work.
Right.
Don't bring it to. So it's really messed up, man.
Yeah,
It,
man. Anytime a fellow employee, uh, I was getting out of my van, and the one of the other guys said, "Where's the cocaine at?"
mm,
I'm like, "What? Where's the cocaine at?"
a coworker.
Old white gentleman. Why would you ask me about some cocaine? I work a
Wow.
job. I drive for a living. That's my profession. We don't run drugs. So why would you even say something about drugs? Is it because I have a nice vehicle and you just that's the first thing you all think when a black man has a nice vehicle? I mean, I hate to keep saying the vehicle, but that's the only thing it could be. I mean,
Stereotype.
it's always a
Stereotype.
stereotype about my car.
Yeah,
I work hard. I should be able to play hard. That's my business. Period.
exactly.
That's it. I work for it. That's it. That's it.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know. But he said that twice. That was the first time. He had said it another time, and I'm like, Harold, I don't sell drugs. What the why would you say? I mean, but there can't be another time. I just got to go straight to human resources. I got to start standing for certain things because if it's me, they're going to go straight to human resources on me.
Exactly.
They're going to tell immediately on me. They do us like that. They don't come to you as a coworker. They tell on your ass. I like the coworker to coworker shit because I'm not afraid of anybody. I can talk to you without yelling and screaming. We can have a discussion and I'll tell you what offended me and we can leave it at that. If you don't do it again, that's fine. Miss Rose Tracy, hello. Reality checks. Hey. But yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, there can't be a next time. I had a can of shoe spray. I know I had a can of the spray that you spray on your boots in the wintertime, like your Tims to keep them from
Repellent.
getting waterproof.
Repellent. Yeah.
I had a can of that in my I carry this container with me because I drive. I carry this container with me that I keep my belongings in. And different coworker, white
Mhm.
man. He walks up to the vehicle. He sees the can of spray in the van. He says, "What you getting ready to go do with that? Shine some shoes?"
Oh,
Now, was that racist or what? Come
that
on, man.
was,
I mean, come on. That was blatant, right?
yeah,
That wasn't a
that
joke. He
was.
shouldn't have said that. Was inappropriate. He shouldn't have said that. In his mind, he shouldn't have thought that. He shouldn't even have said anything like that. So, yeah, I don't want to rag on this subject too long, but it's yeah. You see what you get
He
the
did,
gist of it.
yeah, he did that. He did that. He probably did that more than once. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, to somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a piece of crap. So, he's an uncivilized mutt.
Yeah.
And that's what I call him race is an uncivilized mutt.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, okay, people, we're going on to the next subject. Have you been positively or negatively affected by music or movies? Have you been positively or negatively affected by any music or movies that you've seen in your past? I know that I've been affected by music and movies when I was younger. Now, not so much because I'm not a follower. I just was more, when I was younger, I was more influenced by things, but I was definitely not a follower. But I will say, as far as movies that influenced me, probably negatively, but um, I got some fulfillment out of it, would be New Jack City and let me see, New Jack City and the Scarface. Those are the two movies that really um, drove me to basically wanting to sell drugs.
Mm.
Um, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I think that it drove thousands of young men to sell drugs. Those movies did, because they glorified it. Even though they saw people getting killed and stuff like that, you don't really think about that. You think about the cars, the money, the women. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You see the death, but you don't think about the death and the going to jail for forever and things like that. But those movies, New Jack City, um, definitely affected me, watching how they took over a whole apartment building, and they had structure. They stuck together. They were a team. I was really wanting that when I was younger, but that movie really kind of showed me, not really showed me how to sell drugs, but it definitely gave me a little small blueprint. I will say that was definitely the soundtrack of my life, coming up in those days, in the late '80s when I started selling drugs. In 1988. That was a long time ago. That was when hell, self-destruction and all those videos were out back in those days. So I got a lot of stories to tell, a whole lot of stories to tell. But yeah, that's definitely one of the movies that affected me. Um, and music would be Too Short and NWA. I loved Eazy-E. I loved Ice Cube and all those guys. I was around when gangster rap first began. And
Right.
it was maybe negative but to some people, but positive to me, because they were just rapping about things that they had experienced in the neighborhoods that they grew up in, and I could relate to that. So I don't know. So what about you, Rico?
Yeah, I had some positive ones, some negative ones, I can say. Well, I can say positive as far as like art and dancing and getting to the whole culture is Beat Street. Beat Street did it for me.
That I didn't well, yeah, I didn't mention B Street because that didn't make me sell drugs. It made me break dance. That was in my
Yeah,
breakdance
that
time.
that
That was
that
when I
kind of
was breaking.
yeah, but
That
that was kind of the movie that did it for me to get to the culture
okay.
and everything like that. And yeah, New Jack City did touch me there. I think it did it like it did it to everybody, and I say we all guilty of that. Like we was all young once. When I say, I really can't get on a young guys. If anything, I try to change them or try to
Right.
give them some kind of mental something. But yeah, I get it when they try to emulate art, because yeah, art does people do try to emulate art to life, and it turns out not good. So yeah, yeah, so positive, yeah, that. Now negative, like the only movie I can say that kind of negative made me do some negatively things or made my life, and it's the Warriors. And that's because I was a young dude. I was maybe 15, 16 when I seen this movie.
You
And this
know
is a
what?
game movie.
I
The
still got
Warriors.
I got that movie too. It was weird when I saw it when I was a little boy, but
Yeah.
I do have that DVD, The Warriors. Yeah, I do have that.
And
Yeah.
that's what kind of made me kind of like, so that's what these guys that I be seeing when I was coming up. I used to see the games and kind of got me kind of drawn to that, and kind of got me drawn to the it was a family besides the family kind of thing.
Right,
So,
right.
but that was a movie that kind of, because it was a movie that made me draw me to gangs life basically. But just like movies, just like life, just like, everybody got a different point of view. Even when you in the, and I don't glorify the gang shit. I don't glorify it at all. That was just a thing that I did, and I wish I didn't. And but bankers got their different point of views too. You
Absolutely,
got you
absolutely.
got bankers that do this and do this and do this, but you got the ones that's trying to, you know, go by the code that the OGs has already made and said don't do this and don't do that. So, but yeah, I had my influences, musically, everything. Like, yeah, art imitates. What they say, was it art imitates life, life
Yeah,
however it
art
goes.
imitates life. Yeah,
Because we artists, so yeah, we
yeah,
hear that a lot. So,
yeah, yeah. So
so
yeah, man. I completely agree with you. The last the last topic is going to be friends and loyalty.
mm,
That means a lot to me. If anybody knows me personally, I am a true loyal friend. If I'm your friend, if I say we're friends, I'm your friend to the end. And I mean, I'll stand up for you. I'll speak for you. I'm gonna be there for you when you need me at midnight, when I'm asleep, whatever. I'm here. Um,
absolutely,
um, I'm not gonna tell your most intimate secrets about you that I know, because I understand friendship is different and that could hurt a person. So why would I tell a person that I say I'm their friend and tell their most intimate secrets that I know about them? That's what a friend is someone who keeps things to their heart, because there's a loyalty amongst friends, at least they're supposed to be. And the reason why I say this is there's a guy out here. I actually didn't even get his name, but he was Will Smith's assistant, and he's a really good friend of Will Smith's. And uh, he was just on Tasha K's podcast, and I believe Tasha K might have paid him, but he was speaking on Will Smith and some private, personal things, allegedly, that he said he saw. And it's unfortunate that he would even be stabbing his friend in the back, but people are doing this for money. But it's a best friend. And if he's a good friend, then you shouldn't be doing that. It's just some stuff is supposed to be really just, kept to the heart and never spoke on, no matter what it is. You keep it to yourself. Um, Not just because he was his assistant, but because he was his friend, supposedly. And, the things that I heard yesterday were just damning to his, could be damning a little bit to his career, even though he's already had a career. It's just certain things are meant to keep private. Sexual things should be kept private. Um, at the end of the day, that's his business. Um, and what I heard yesterday, this guy was speaking on Dwayne Martin, close friend of Will Smith's that was married to Tina Campbell. I mean, uh, Tisha, what's her name?
Tisha,
Keisha,
Tisha Campbell,
was it, what is it? Tisha,
Tisha,
is it Tisha Campbell?
Tisha
Tisha Campbell.
Campbell, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he was married to her. And so this assistant said, uh, basically, he walked in on them. Yeah.
Mm,
And allegedly, Dwayne Martin was, Will Smith. Uh,
yeah,
and
wow.
yeah, and he said this on Tasha K's show, and that's just too personal and too private. Again, that's supposed to be your friend, and I mean, hey, if you're not like that, shut the door, mind your business. That's that man's business. At the end of the day, I mean, it might be gross to you. If you like it, I love it. That's your business. At the end of the day, you my friend. That's your business. Keep me out of it. That's all I ask. That's it. Keep me out of it. Respect me. I respect you. But I truly feel like this friend, so-called alleged friend, is definitely not a friend. And just speaking on friends and telling people's business, that they're supposed to be friends with. The one thing that I really hold close is somebody that's dead and passed on, or unalived and passed on, um, or passed on. If I know something personal about somebody that's not here anymore, I am not going to tell their business. They're gone. They're not here to defend themselves. So it's certain things that you just don't say. For instance, Quincy Jones. speaking on Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye and Marlon Brando. That's personal. That's private. If they were doing anything what they call partying, that's their business. All of those men are dead, so they cannot speak on themselves. So you shouldn't be speaking on your your so-called friends, saying that those men were all sleeping together and stuff. That's just not right. And it doesn't matter that Richard Pryor's wife confirmed it. It doesn't matter. He shouldn't have spoke on it. Quincy Jones should not have spoke on that. What you think, Rico? Loyalty and
Yeah,
friends, man. How you feel about loyalty and friends, man?
I feel that, man, that it coincide, it's supposed to be just like, cereal and milk, uh, peanut butter and jelly. I mean, it's supposed to, but today, these days, I'm just really, damn, I just sound like an old person, but I guess I really am. But these days, man, everything is used so loosely. Like these words is loyalty and love and respect they just it's just used just so loosely, you know, and stuff like it. Like you said, you take that. That's your business. Nobody cares. Like we know Hollywood is Hollywood. Some of these tabloids pay for these stories and all that. We know that, but and is he going to change his followers and his fans? I don't think so. I think he's probably still going to have some. Have probably have more. Uh, it's always juice. It's always juice. It's always some TMZ shit. So but as far as that goes, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. And now if I walked in on my friend and seen something going on, even if it was a woman that I seen him with my homeboy's woman or something, and it's like I ain't even about to get into that. Whatever happens is gonna come out. It's gonna come out, but I don't have nothing to do with it. And when it does come out, don't say, "Well, let me call Rico because he's seen it." No. And why did you say anything? And that's where it gets to where, why did you say anything? Uh, you could have told us. I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want to be a part of it. And now it's out there or whatever. But I've heard this about them guys a while ago. So, you know. And Quincy Jones, it's a place for all them people like that. So, when you're a celebrity, I say famous or celebrity or whatever, that's just another word for agent of the devil. Because if you ain't out here and you're a celebrity and you ain't out here trying to help change some of this, then you wicked. Because celebrities have so much power that they can change the world. They can change the world quicker than a politician. A celebrity could. A celebrity could do that. But they so wicked and so caught up in they 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 cesspool, they don't even have time. And by the time before you know it, they're gone and somebody's bringing up all the dirt. So it's gonna be another Quincy Jones. Once he's gone, it's gonna be another Quincy Jones. What's his guy? What's that guy named Orlando Brown? He might be the next Quincy Jones, man.
I don't know, man. You never
But
know.
he's kind of exposing it though. I can't even
He
say
does.
he's a
He does
I can't even
expose. He does.
yeah, I can't even say he's a Quincy Jones type.
Nah, he exposes. He definitely exposes.
He's exposing it like
Yeah. Yeah.
and like I said, that Hollywood stuff will drive people to do drugs and go crazy and you didn't make that deal. You didn't make that deal, man. It's ooh, you make that deal. It's hard. It's hard. God, he turns his back.
Yeah,
You turn
man.
your back
I
on
mean,
him.
I didn't know that I didn't know that Sukiana sold her soul. I didn't know that was her that I didn't know that she said she sold her soul a couple years ago.
And how proud or people are, it's funny how people are proudly saying that
She
now,
wasn't
like
proud though. She was crying. This was a
crying
couple.
about it.
Yeah, this was a couple years ago. I didn't know that that's who that was. She was saying that she didn't know what she was signing, but she found out that she's a sold her soul.
See,
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's why you got to have somebody read over them contracts and shit
you
too.
do, you
You
do.
can't you
Then
can't
you
just
know,
sign your name on anything. Uh-uh.
and you just gotta have the right people around you.
Yeah, yeah,
When you in that kind of business, you just gotta have the right ones around you. Of course, you're gonna
yeah.
have some devils, but you're gonna have to have you a couple of angels there too.
You better, Rico. You better, man. Um, yeah, man. I just know that anybody that says they are a friend of somebody, just make sure you're loyal and
Exactly.
know what friends really is and know what loyalty means. Loyalty, loyalty carries over everything. Be loyal. You know, stand for something. You know, have some character, some dignity. Don't do what Will Smith's friend did because that's not cool. I don't agree with it. It's not funny. I don't agree with. I don't care what they were doing. I didn't need to know that. That's none of my business.
Hmm.
Period. None of my business. And that is what's wrong with the world now. Everybody wants you to know what they're doing and they want you to agree with it. Bullshit. Do what you do. Don't think I'm going to agree with it. Do it in private. Keep it to yourself. It's your business. My business is my business. And that's it. That's it. But I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Um, Rico, I appreciate you coming on tonight, brother. Appreciate
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
that.
No problem.
Uh,
Thanks for
all
having
my
me.
all my followers, all my subscribers, all my family, your family. I appreciate you coming in tonight. Please comment tonight on the subjects that we talked about. If you didn't get a chance to come in the chat, but we'll be back Friday with something good for you. So we'll see you soon. Thanks for coming in again, Rico.
Yes,
Thumbs
sir.
up the video, share the video out. Salute, my friend.
Salute. Thanks, y'all.
All righty.